as well.
Yeah, sure. But it's not comparable to like a Disruptor or Jakiro, you know?
True. I mean, if Tree Volley with the Daedalus comes into play, then it still
Yeah,
gets really
that's like
scary.
40 minutes. Okay, fine. 40 minutes later, sure.
Hey, gotta look at it from every aspect of the game. But yeah, the laning stage wise, it should be pretty decent here for TSM. I think they're pretty comfortable with their lanes. Lycan might struggle a little bit, but you can always creep pull.
Lycan hold wing against Naga plus Mirana. I feel like that should be Naga Mirana favored. And the other lane would be what, Doom? Doom and Disruptor against Darkseer Spellbreaker. I feel like that lane is also entity favored, you know, with the Darkseer SB. So they should have advantage on both of their side lanes.
The battle begins.
And of course, with Spearbreaker in your team, you can always make those rotations towards mid. If you're not paying
Yeah.
attention. Granted, DK is not the easiest hero to kill.
I mean, Iron Shell, you can kill him.
That is true. If it's still there once you start the charge. Though, the big question is, you know, obviously, BKB or Aghanim Scepter on DK. Which of the two will he go for first?
God, no, please.
Honestly, it's a really good Aghanim Scepter game, especially against Naga.
Okay, I'm sold now, you know. I feel like the Aghanim is actually pretty legit.
But the problem is Darkseer steals that illusion, and that's also really problematic because then you're boosting the end. It's like a really nasty game of tag. Once you get Ags as well on Darkseer, I love that Ags. Even though it was so much cooler that it was a shard, but it's still amazing.
So by that logic, when you're playing against Darkseer, you should never buy Radiance as well, or AC, or Offering, or any aura items.
A lot of teams don't actually like going for Radiance against Darkseer. For exactly that reason. But in this case, they have three super tanky melee cores, so getting Radiance burn on you is not the worst, though Lycan does not like his little minions to miss every single time. So that's the only other downside. What kind of builds do Nagas go for these days? I've seen Nagas, you know, not go for diffuse. No one really likes going for diffusals.
Manta Skadi.
Manta Skadi, okay.
I mean, Skadi is good against the Doom and the Dragonite. I mean, what else do you go? I don't know if you go Linkers. I feel probably not. So
old school Radiance.
Manta Skadi with just brawling items, I guess. Butterfly, Pressure, all those items.
Okay. It's also a nice tool to have in team fights. Lycan pops his shapeshift. You use Song of the Siren, get out.
I feel like he should
get, as well.
He should get the shot this game. If somebody else gets Doom, use Song, and then you can heal the other guy.
The target for Doom should be Darkseer, right?
Yeah, most of the time.
I mean, to be fair, yesterday we had a game where the target was 100% going to be the Tinker, and that never happened.
I mean, you say that, but the Tinker wasn't getting doomed.
Yeah, that was a rough game. Tinker never showed. Darkseer will show a little bit more.
Death Prophet. He's busy dooming the Death Prophet. But yeah, for Darkseer, it's more like if you don't doom him, he's gonna search the guy you doom. So doesn't make sense if you don't doom him.
Also, Surge on Spearbreaker, so you get that mid game where it becomes rather terrifying. The charges all across the map. You get the vision from the Naga illusions. Something that
puts off bearing.
Yeah, boots bearing, obviously. Just make everything speedy.
Then you get do you get what? Yasha and Kai.
You just get
probably too much of a meme.
You just get the Spirit Breaker Ags. It's so good.
Oh yeah, that's very very inbound on the hero, and your level 20 talent. If you ever get that.
Yeah, you're just constantly charging. It's a 4-second cooldown on charge at that point. Plus it pierces BKB. Obviously, you need a lot of farm, but it's Katomi. Like he tends to find a lot of farm, just lurking about. Not really much action in the lane so far. not that surprising, right? With these matchups, I mean, mid is, yeah, they're both like super tanky, hard to kill without a rotation.
Yeah, actually top lane, I read this lane wrong too. I forgot that it's against the Doom, so you can always eat the creep. So you can't really pressure the lane with the Iron Shell on the creep so much. So the Darkseer is just like playing for his own farm, can't really pressure. So Doom is getting a better trade because you get extra gold from Devour.
Wondering if he's what kind of build the safe lane Doom will be going. Is it just the same as
Ah,
an offlane Doom?
Midas Rush. Who doesn't want to get a Midas on Doom?
Yeah, but when you get something... Oh, actually Katomi might be dead. Glim's back. Does have a charge, but the burn is too much, and the kill will be secured. And Toby right now needs to probably surge out of there before
no mana.
Glims comes back.
No mana for the kinetic field.
Oh, he gets slowed down by the Purge from Tomato. Oh my lord, Purge creeps. Ah, I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Yeah, that's absolutely owning Darkseer. You can remove the shell as well. Surge and the shell. That's Darkseer's nightmare in this lane.
Yeah, normally you saw like Enchantresses being picked up to deal with Darkseers to just purge every single time. Well, he's got a very cheap purge. Like, how much mana does it cost? Okay, actually it's not cheap. It's 120 mana. But he's got mana boost already, so he's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, Arcane Boost. He'll be fine with this.
That lane is slightly more uncomfortable for Toby. Luckily enough, it does get shoved out.
I mean, you pick the Darkseer very, very early in the draft, It's to be expected that he somehow has a rougher laning phase. And 6-minute rune. Glimpse?
Oh, the haste! Ah, doesn't get bottled by Stormer. Fortunately, the was a nice placement there of the static kinetic field.
Yeah, Dragon Knight is almost level 6. The supports are posturing here. They want to pressure with this siege creep. But the siege creep looks like it's gonna die. So it should be fine. They just need to kill it.
It's a bit scary in mid. All
I mean, the
supports
Mirana's
coming in
around.
help.
Oh, she has no arrow. Okay, she can kill the car. Okay, never mind. The car's gonna die.
Well, Stormer does find himself Whitemon on the side, and Katomi is there as well. Charges onto Bryle. They get the kill onto Whitemon. And should get rid of the catapult as well.
Yeah, just excellent plays by both teams here. That's what both supports need to do against the Dragon Knight. And they are able to limit the amount of damage. So he's still chipping away at the tower though. Oh, this is very nicely done by Brow. He knows that he can still get away with it. Tiny doesn't have mana to kill him.
I mean, even if he has mana, it's a DK with a lot of HP. And of course, level 2 Dragon Blood arrow is going to connect because Fishman did manage to secure it, and Ari trying to... I was thinking maybe he wants to suicide, but will just get taken down. Another kill comes in, and the supports of Entity are making some pretty important plays here.
How about Big Bad Wolf? Is he having a good time? I guess he's having a decent
farming.
time. Yeah, he's farming. He's waiting for his helm. He's waiting for his level 6.
And then he still can't do anything against the Naga, but he'll have it. He'll be able to farm jungle a little bit better at least. The AoE armor reduction as well from Riptide so nasty to deal with. Towards mid, Ari is going to get hit by an arrow again, and another one comes into play. 1k net with lead now for the side of Entity, though. Double damage, Bryle. Stormer does not really care.
Maybe he should care.
He's got a fairy fire. He's just trying to bait him in.
Right, the support should come mid now. There's a DD on DK. I think they can take the tower if the supports go mid. Right, they're TPing in one. Disruptor's TPing in. Ari doesn't have TP, so he has to walk. Alright, this is very, very good play by Whitemon. They should allow them to get the tower.
Fishman happy he didn't get glimpsed there. Would have been his downfall. But yeah, they do have that tier 1 almost down. Stormer TP'd back towards mid. Ari is right behind Bryle in case it's needed. Stormstormer's actually going for the Echo Saber first instead of the Blink Dagger. Toss back play, not underneath the tower, actually didn't charge it towards Fishman, who expected to need to leap back towards the tower, so a slight miscommunication there.
Yeah, our round 2 for our mid battle has ended. They have to wait for the next dragon form. Yeah, but Anthony they have to sack his tower at some point. They can't just keep throwing resources to defend the tower. The tower's gonna die, regardless of whether they like it or not. Not much they can do about it against a DK. I think they have to try and help Toby, and get some kills at the top lane.
Kataomi is caught, charging away, will be finished off by White. Montemato's got his Hand of Might, is now finished up as well. That's a lot of gold jumping into his back pocket. But it's not like Naga is that slow at farming either. Probably one of the flashiest farmers out there to try and counter him. It's a regen rune topside. Arrow lands onto Brawl, takes a lot of damage, but they don't have enough to finish him. Actually, the wall gets placed, and the charge forward from Kataomi, the leap in, and Braille is dead. Tier 1 tower towards mid still hasn't been taken down, but a great rotation comes through. But there's Kasane. Nice toss back from Stormstormer to make sure Fishman gets out of there safely, and that is actually really hard to do, what Fishman did, Stormstormer did right there. Find a toss on a Lycan charging through an entire pack of creeps.
Yeah, unfortunately for TSM, I think they wanted to use the Lycan and the DK form together to get the tower. But DK died. Lycan wasn't there yet, when he decided to fight at the river. So maybe a bit of a miscommunication from them. They could have secured the tower cleanly, but right now, I think they're still gonna be able to get it with the next minute or so. But yeah, it could have been way cleaner. And now DK is deciding he wants to rush Dagger this game.
No Radiance like we saw yesterday. Let's see, any...
Yeah, he needs to buy Dagger. No one else can initiate on his team.
Well, Tomato's going for Blink Dagger, it seems.
Oh, okay. So double Blink on Doom and Dragon Knight. They want to be very aggressive.
I guess it is scary if you go to a late game against Naga Darkseer. Tiny, like the entire combo that we talked about, 40 minutes plus. That's not something you want to deal with. High ground pushing against the lineup of Entity also seems kind of scary. Actually, no, not kind of. It looks terrifying. Tiny tossbacks, Naga Siren songs with the charge towards mid. Going in, arrow lands again, avalanche, kill secured. TP from Tomato though, he doesn't have Doom level, does have an extra point if he wants to. And Fishman in the meantime is just sniping Akuria Kataomi. Invis running away. They don't have detection with them. He even steals the bounty in front of Tomato. Thank you, come again, goodbye, ta-ta. Just the extra BM. So someone does get glimpse, but he's got a haste rune, so he'll be just fine. And yeah, Entity are making some useful plays, but TSM lacking the tools to deal with them.
Yeah, and bot lane, Lycan is forced to pop his form to run away. His shapeshift, that's not good for them. But they are going to be able to secure finally the mid tier 1. Took them a very, very long time. And right now, the supports need to somehow find lanes to get their level 6 on TSM. They need level 6 on Disruptor, and okay, Hoodwink has level 6 right now. Yeah, but Disruptor needs to find ways to get levels.
I'm actually baffled that it's 13 minutes in. Hoodwink just got level 6. Disruptor is 5.5. They should have stayed in one of the lanes at least a little bit. Maybe stack something and wait until it gets clear. Tomato's going to get charged up top. Nether Strike sends Tomato back. Can they get the catch? Control. There's Stormstormer, Ava, toss play in. And a huge kill comes out. Ari with the snipe. It tried to get tanked by Fishman, but left a bit too far. So they at least find a counter kill. But
yeah, that's pretty bad. He has so much money in the bank, so he lost a pretty decent chunk of his gold. He didn't buy Blink, so I think he wants to finish BKB first. And that was a pretty costly death for the Doom. Good kill there for Entity. Nah, he probably is not gonna do that this game.
I believe.
I think they just want to fight, blink BKB on Doom, blink BKB on Dragonite, and just keep brawling with the Lycan aura. I think that sounds like a plan. You don't want to go late game against this Song Darkseer Vacuum Wall later.
And Naga is just keeping up in pace with Tomato the entire time. Oh, though, Braille going in onto Stormer. Toby does not have the wall usage this time around. Snipe comes out. Tomato is going to get sent back. Arrow lands onto Braille. Blink is up in 5 seconds, but the Mirana ulti comes through, and they have no invis detection on the cores. So they'll be able to just walk it off. Actually, Whitemon finds Fishman, glimpses him back in the kinetic field. That will at least be Fishman taken down.
Yeah, not the best kill for them, but they'll take it, regardless who's the kill at the moment. Lycan is going to finish the Helm of the Overlord soon. So I feel like that should be their timing to fight after he finishes that that item.
Watson's got himself his Manta finished.
Yeah, and Doom has BKB already, so they should definitely fight. Oh no, he's in trouble.
Oh, Lycan, does he get out of there? He's going to pop his ulti. Actually, Katomi baited out the ulti with the Nether Strike. He's still going to get glimpsed back and will be taken down. The illusions will fall as well, but Watson doesn't really care about his illusions. He's just forced out that shapeshift, and they're going to smoke immediately on Entity heading into the opposite direction.
Yeah, they know that the Lycan already used Form. Dragonite doesn't have ulti, so it's time to try to get a pick off if they can. But like you said, Tiny doesn't have Blink. He went for Echo Saber, so it's not that easy for them to get a pick off here.
BKB, so it's not the easiest target to kill at this point.
Yeah, definitely not easy to kill.
Fishman could arrow from behind, which is the scarier part. Unfortunately, creeps are in the way. There's a bit of a brawl catch onto Kataomi. The snipe comes out as well. Tomato gets the Doom off onto Toby, and Toby is in a lot of trouble. Tomato with the BKB does not care. The arrow did not manage to connect in time. And he's just going to piggy chase down Toby for the extra BM power right there.
That definitely does not get old, man.
I always loved the Tide with the pig pole, where he just turned into a piggy, ran into a team fight, and then pops the Ravage. The big surprise piggy blast.
I'll try that someday. That sounds fun.
It is weird, because you just see a pig running to you, and you're like, huh? Who's that? Click on it. Oh no.
Surprise!
I've made a mistake.
Yeah, so right now, TSM doesn't have Doom, so they're probably gonna sit back and chill a little bit until they get more items and until they have their cooldowns again. And meanwhile, actually no, the Lycan is smoking up. They want to fight without the Doom.
Harry did just die.
They have the Helm of the Overlord, so the Lycan feels like he's strong enough to fight without the Doom.
Watson doesn't have Song yet, and he doesn't have an extra point to level. Oh no, he has Song. Never mind. He did just spend it in Song of the Siren. Doom. There's Tomato dropping low. Can they get the kill? He's so close to dropping, but towards mid. Bryle being chased down by Watson. Actually, Watson is the one in trouble. Song of the Siren needs to go for the TP out of there. And that is not exactly what they wanted. Whitemon needs to stay in range for a possible glimpse, but it will just be, well, at least the tier 1 tower towards mid secured by Stormer for that little engagement.
I was quite surprised that the Doom didn't die there. They weren't able to chain their spells correctly after the Spirit Breaker used his ulti to stun the Doom. The Tiny didn't get his stun to follow up the stun, and Doom was able to get his BKB off. But they find the Doom here again.
He has Doom in 10 seconds though. Glimpse comes in, going for Whitemon, but there's the Saxon Kinetic Field, and it's a big catch. But the wall is actually scaring off the rest of TSM. This was a huge catch there by the Disruptor, but no backup behind it.
Yeah, Lycan doesn't want to come. He doesn't have his Shapeshift, so that's pretty understandable. I think they should try to just focus on getting their BKBs. They need their triple I don't know if Lycan wants to get BKB. I mean, at least double BKB on DK and Doom. I think that's their strong timing later.
Watson tried to clear the Ancient Granite Golem, but knew a nice Ancient Black Dragon gets yoinked by Kasane. No extra gold. Nonetheless, it's really the top two neck on neck, but Kasane is actually really close in terms of net worth to Watson and Tomato. He's impressive for Lycan. It's a hero that tends to fall behind significantly in terms of farm.
Yeah, meanwhile, they might be able to get Toby here if Toby gets too greedy. Oh, they just saw the shell.
Yeah, Whitemon's here.
Do they
There's
know
no
he's
running.
here? They should know. Alright, they see him.
Toby is very dead. But Avatos, Aria's going to die as well. The Doom gets thrown out onto Stormstormer. They just need to back off. And they're doing that correctly. Katomi, though, actually is trying to bait them in so Watson can rush forward. He's got himself the silence onto the DK. Nice enter stomp by Tomato, who does still have his BKB at the ready. The charge goes onto Tomato. Does disengage, but Bryle blinks further forward. Tomato's actually going to be the target here. Can he get himself out of there? Lycan shapeshift. Kasane joins the fray. Stormstormer, the Doom has ended, but the problem is there's a little bit more to fight than you would like, and double kill comes in for Bryle. It's a really tanky lineup that TSM have.
Yeah, and Entity definitely overstepped their boundaries there, you know, after getting the rebuttal kill for the Darkseer. I feel like they really shouldn't have chased and try to go for more, you know. I mean, I understand they feel like they're still pretty strong without the Darkseer, but that's another pick off there on the Hoodwing. But they need to respect the damage that can come out from TSM right now, especially the Doom with the Scorch Earth.
Top lane. The wall plays, they're chasing him down.
He's dead.
A charge coming forward as well. They got to make sure his blink doesn't get casted at all. But there is a BKB flying right towards him at the moment. He's just hoping his courier gets there in time. Actually, Bryle in the tree is going to get out of there. Nope, it's the Bulldoze status resistance that does the job. They also find on the side Whitemon. So now they can hunt aggressively without being feared of getting glimpsed back. Kasane, no BKB, no shapeshift. And the charge forward as well. The Lycan is caught and the control is there. Big kill, possibly. Actually, Kasane still alive and kicking. Katomi trying to hunt him down. Kasane in the trees. Fishman, can he get the kill? No! He survives. Tomato with a godlike war stomp. Ari with the bushwhack as well. They keep him at bay and the Lycan doesn't even drop.
I feel like he didn't die because of the aura of the tower, the tier 2 tower. The extra HP regen armor, you know, that allowed him to barely survive there. Damn. I mean, right now, Entity, they have to try to regroup and get the next item up on the Naga, and I don't feel like the Naga is actually that strong in the fights yet. They need to get one more item on the Naga. Tiny wants to finish his Aghanim's or BKB, I don't know which one first. And Darkseer has also finished up Crimson. Yeah, Crimson is going to be very, very good against the Lycan and the DK.
They're heading out towards mid. A big smoke rotation coming out from Entity. From TSM. Entity, they know what's coming. They're all lying in wait, expecting the gank to come through. They Mirana ulti themselves. And now that Bryle has been spotted, they're actually heading towards the Roche pit. Lycan, very solid in taking Roche. Do they expect the move to come forward here from Entity? Ava, Toss, Whitemon dropping low. They find the first kill. Stormstormer is going to be the target afterwards. The wall has been placed, but Whitemon is... Yeah, they're going to lose themselves a Stormstormer thanks to that BKB from Tomato. Or are they? Stormstormer still alive.
He's alive.
Running away. Charge keeps them at bay. Shapeshift has been used as well. And Elder Dragon form is about to end. So they'll lose Kataomi, but... Right now, they can't really fight on TSM. BKB is on cooldown, Elder Dragon on cooldown, Shapeshift on cooldown. Push deflected.
I mean, for Entity, they're also missing their spells right now. Naga doesn't have ulti, Walls on cooldown. I mean, I feel like
but
TSM...
they've got Vacuum and Tiny, so...
Sure.
Tiny doesn't really have cooldowns. He's looking to build...
Would you like to see him getting the Axe first or BKB?
Yes. I'd like to see him get Ags.
I feel like I feel like they
gets
don't have
doomed
enough
most
damage.
of the time anyway. So, going in onto Bryle, the charge forward. Bryle has a blink in a second, but nice avalanche holds him back. There's going to be the vacuum. BKB pops, and Katomi is a little bit too far away to continue for that one. Ari in the trees. Glimmer keeps him going. Whitemon, the toss from Stormstormer, aggressively pushing forward. They will find the kill onto Whitemon. He actually dodged the move there, and Watson is, I mean, it's not the most dangerous hero for the cores of TSM, but the supports definitely are terrified of this Naga Siren.
Yeah, and even with the Disruptor dead, you know, it's a big amount of catch that they are missing from the Glimpse, you know. That's why Entity are playing so aggressive after killing the Disruptor. They know that they can afford to play aggressive. And right now, Song is still 70 seconds of cooldown. Roshan is definitely going to be the next important contention in this game. And both teams really want to get their hands on the Aegis. It's going to give either team pretty strong lead, you know, if you can secure the Aegis here. That can neck so far. Both teams are just trying to edge out as much advantage as they can. Oh, Spirit Breaker BKB. Okay, that is going to be huge. Kataomi is going to have his BKB soon. That's going to allow them to initiate with the choice. TSM doesn't want to let him finish it. They're running into the pit. Have all their cooldowns up.
Well, they are heading in towards Roshan, and Obi's running forward, drops the wall with the vacuum as well. The arrow lands onto Bryle. It's a full duration stun, and on the side, it's a kill onto Ari coming through. Buybacks on both ends. Roche is so dropping so low. Watson, though, he's actually getting control. Watson needs to get out. He got doomed in the process. Glimpse back. Watson is dead. Roche is secured. And that's going to be the first age of the game for TSM. Watson, yeah, that's not where he wanted to be at that point in time. Completely surrounded by his opponents, and they could just badger him down.
Yeah, he shouldn't really commit his hero though. I feel like he just needs to send illusions in. You know, that was a nice arrow from Fishman landing, and I feel like he needs to just send illusions and don't use his real hero. You know, because the moment he commits with the real hero, they were able to figure out which one is the actual hero, and they just use Doom on the Naga.
Storm is gonna get the jump in. They find themselves two very quick kills. Bryle blinks in, does have the Aegis as well. Tomato full Octarine.
That's a lot of damage.
Look at that lockdown. Stormstormer went for the BKB instead of that Aghanim Scepter. As previously mentioned, they popped the Aegis. Now they need to run away and see if they can get away. Katomi, his BKB is about to end, and that means the chase from Tomato is successful.
That was a pretty good trade. They got the Aegis and 2 kills. I'd say you're happy if you're Entity. Yeah, but as you can see right now, TSM, they have a lot of damage with the Doom, a lot of spell damage. And even the shard from the Dragon Knight too. So the Naga has to be really careful without before committing his real hero. I feel like he just needs to send his illusions in. He cannot get Doom. You just send your illusions in and wait for the Doom to Doom somebody else. Ideally the Darkseid, and then you use your song and you try to reset the fight. If the Naga gets Doom in the fight, I feel like TSM, they're gonna have an advantage in the fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the Naga does have a clear problem this game. Actually, Toby hasn't really been controlled with the Doom for the most part of this game. Like, it's been primarily on Stormstormer, or that last fight on Watson as well.
Yeah, bot lane, DK.
Going in onto Bryle. Does have a BKB available, but he doesn't want to pop it just yet. And I think that might have been a little bit too late.
Yep, that was definitely too late. Arrow lands on Whitemon.
Whitemon next. And another one. Okay. Slight bit of a mistake there. Bryle thinking...
that's Watson.
Backup's coming through. Asane. Icon shapeshift used defensively. It's not where you want to be. Can they get a catch? Ari is going to be charged up. That's the target who'd win control. Tomato is standing nearby. But if you jump into that, you're just going to start feeding more.
Yeah, a bit of a sloppy play here from TSM. You know, it started with the DK sieging. Somehow he was sieging the tier 2 bot with only the Disruptor behind him, you know. I feel like that was a bit of too much of a risk to do that. And gets caught. He dies, Disruptor dies as well behind, and then everyone just got caught as well. So it was a pretty, I would say, a pretty big mistake there by the Dragon Knight.
For the people watching at home, by the way, there is a slight observer bug, as you might have realized. The fog for both teams button is not working, so that's why he's swapping between both teams every single time. It's unfortunate, you know, games in beta, and yeah. So hopefully you can live with us through this game. We'll have it sorted for game number 2. We'll just not touch the fog button at all for game number 2.
Entity is coming in with a smoke here. Fishman's gonna D-ward. He gets the observer ward. And they're just gonna back away. They need more time to get their core items up on the Tiny, the damage items. The Naga alone is not gonna be enough right now. They need the Tiny to have his Agadims and his crit.
Stormstormer actually bought the Ogre Axe while he already had an Echo Saber for the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, that's right. That's usually usually you just disassemble the Echo.
Yeah, because later
but I guess,
you want like the Mage Slayer or Bloodthorn possibly.
Maybe he feels like he because Echo Saber has a lot of value on Tiny.
True.
So maybe he just feels like he just wants to have it. It helps you farm a lot faster.
Yeah. Tree Volley also does that. But yeah, it does make sense, though. Think if you have Bloodthorn, what pieces go in the blood? You get 60 attack speed. Honestly, that probably trumps Echo. Get a bunch of extra attack speed in that regard. And with the Tree Volley, you also have that AoE, like healing, the magic damage reduction thing, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, but the thing I want to see is the shot on the Naga. I feel like the heal is actually pretty useful against the Doom.
Obviously, you just wait for second Roche, and then you give it to Tiny.
Yeah. All the carries do that, right? Why
Yeah.
do I need to buy something which I can get for free from Roshan?
Yeah,
So
it's
why
like
do I need to
Bloodseeker or something, and Bloodseeker's hero, like, it boosts so much because of his shard, and he's like, no, I can get it from second Roche.
I always feel like it's only reasonable for us. It's not so reasonable for the other carries.
Xerxes can get his own Roches. Usually at like 22 minutes or something, he's got the second Roche. If the game doesn't go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I feel like the shot on the Naga could actually be a tight turner in the team fights.
Ryle, gonna get charged at. It is gonna be the backline catch onto Ari. Katomi with the BKB is survivable right now. Avalanche keeps Kasane at bay, and they're actually gonna back off. Or are they? Brawl comes charging forward. Onto Watson they go. They get the Doom secured. The Naga is in a lot of trouble. No Song coming out this time. Can they surge him out of there? They're trying to disengage, but Tomato is very fast, and that's a kill onto Watson. A huge kill secured. Stormstormer, no BKB, has the gem on his back. That one's going to get dropped as well. And it's going to be a double kill for TSM, and it's the two most important heroes taken out of the equation. These, you know, Toby has dropped that wall on specifically just the DK multiple times, and maybe needs to wait a bit until he sees more.
Yeah, I feel like he needs to either wait for the charge, you know, he needs to vacuum and combo with the charge, you know. I feel like getting the illusion specifically on DK is not really that important for the team fights right now. He needs to make sure that either he does the vacuum with the charge or the vacuum at least with the avalanche, you know, and they are able to take a fight from there. And whereas for TSM, they did what I said. As long as you get the Doom on Naga, you're going to win the fight. And that's pretty much happening in the last couple of fights.
You then just go for Lincolns on Naga, or would you?
Yeah, that could be an option for him, but he's trying to go Hex. I feel like Lincolns might actually be better.
There's obviously Hex is also nice unless used on Lycan while he shapeshifted. That would be terrible. But for the most part, you know, turning that gigantic dragon into a little critter could
yeah, but
help.
To be honest, if you think about it, right, are they actually lacking catch with their lineup? I feel like it's
Not really.
more about like he needs to survive, you know, in the team fight. If he can survive in the team fights, they will just have whatever damage that they need to kill the heroes, you know. But he's not surviving in the team fights. And I'm not sure if getting a Hex helps him in that department.
Shadows, take us.
Okay, we have fixed the issue. As you can see on the screen, there was literally just a hotkey that needed to be pressed. Whoopsie daisy. Nonetheless, that has been resolved. We're back in action. You can see both sides.
Yay.
Thank the Lords.
Praise
DK
Gaben.
does have Agnum Scepter now, so that's also scary. Though his illusion also becomes scary that you steal.
Oh, they're gonna run in with the flying vision of the DK.
Stormstormer.
If they can get a tiny, that would be nice.
Limbs. It's not last long enough. He is controlled. BKB popped by Stormstormer. They even dropped the Wraith back totem to make sure he gets out of there. But Bryle, it's a nasty tool to deal with. The unobstructed pathing coming through. They actually go back in aggressively here, but Toby's going to get blown up. Can't even get... He only got his wall off, didn't get the vacuum going. Tomato on the back line took some damage, but they need to be careful.
Oh, he got the doom!
While being doomed, that is an impressive feat regardless. And Stormstormer even tosses back Watson to try and save him from the chase. And honestly, that is not too bad. It could have been a lot worse for the side of Entity.
Yeah, Naga somehow manages to survive. Yeah, but you can tell Timado is just waiting for the Naga every single time. He realizes he just needs to doom the Naga. No one else is important for him. I'm not sure if we mentioned Darkseid actually has a Wraith Pack, but not. I don't think it's helping the team fights too much. We see a net onto Kasane.
Oh, they're going in. Kasane doesn't have his shapeshift. Tomato gets his doom off because he has the refresher orb. They didn't expect that move to come through. He got it in the middle of the team fight and a double kill secured. Glimpse back Fishman as well. A dieback on the Mirana. And this looks like it's just going to be TSM picking up the next Roche, clearing it up. Katomi in the trees, trying to run away, distract them a little bit as much as he possibly can. But another one down for the count. 5 seconds until Roche is up. And yeah, honestly, it was a good move by Entity, expecting, you know, Doom's on cooldown, Shapeshift's on cooldown. This is the time to fight, but never expecting the second Doom.
Yeah, they didn't know that Timado had a refresher. He bought the whole refresher when he went back. So that caught them by surprise. And right now, it should be at least a lane. Oh no. Okay, they're not even getting a lane, but they're gonna get Roche. Okay, so there's a shard. Who is gonna get the shard?
Disruptor, he's the only one that doesn't have it.
Oh, okay. I mean, the Disruptor shard is probably the most useless one.
It's actually, like, gives allies 50 attack speed. You got a Lycan on your team. It's actually not that bad. It's sad that you can't use it on your allies anymore. That one I liked, where they get like the speed boost surge. Wasn't superb, but it was nice.
It's not fair, you know. Some heroes get shards that are so imba, and then Disruptor has this. I mean, I guess Glimpse is already very powerful now, so okay, fine. So you don't need a imba shard.
I mean, Thunderstrike's such a terrible spell.
Hey, what would you
the
do
only
to
thing
it?
that it does is give vision. That's
what
it.
would you do? What would you do to it? Just lower the mana cost, or?
Yeah, I think the mana cost is too high. Laning stage wise, there's no value in it. Like, you can use it twice during the laning stage and you're out of mana.
You don't even want to use it, I feel.
Oh, Whitemon's going for the TP. They're walking up. Avatar.
Oh, double stun.
Getting caught. Stormstormer's got the Ags. They find 2 kills. They're looking for more. Can they get Kasane controlled? It seems the answer is yes. Nice arrow connected, and the rest of the team is on the run. And a huge catch coming in there for the side of Entity.
They didn't expect them to be there. Because the mid and bot lane were pushing, you know, so they were kind of expecting Entity going back. They need to go back to defend the lanes, but
oh, Katomi?
No, Entity says no. They are here for kills.
How does he find him? My lord, Tomato going for the BKB, Doom
TP.
bash. Oh no, wait, he has the level 25. No, he doesn't have. I thought he has Doom applies break. He just got lucky as hell.
He is just lucky. That was like what,
17%, baby.
two right clicks at least.
Oh. Gaben's
It's okay.
not on Kataomi's side.
Dire's top tower.
I thought he had the level 25 down to Doom applies break, and I was thinking, oh yeah, that makes sense, you know, interrupt, and nope, never mind.
Maybe he thought he had it, but then he realized it's only the level 24. But he already doomed and TP'd, and like he was just praying for a bash not to happen.
Well, he's
So
got
right
Octarine, so
now
it's not the longest cooldown.
Everybody's buying Octarine, even the DK is buying Octarine. That's like almost 100% uptime on your Elder Dragon form, right? When you have Octarine.
This game, would you go for the AoE Dragon Till or Dragon Till HP regen? Dragon Blood HP regen on DK?
I think I'll go the regen. I don't feel like I need the AoE. I mean, the AoE stun is nice, but I don't feel like he needs it. I feel like as long as in the fights he doesn't die and he's just there in front, they'll do a lot of damage with the DK.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why you'd choose either, because of course you have the illusions from the Naga that you stun as well, which could save your supports every once in a while.
If it's 400 AoE glimpse, I would definitely take that.
That would be that would just be chaos. It's like when you have Ogre and you get a Force Staff and you Force Staff the enemy and just everything around you gets Force Staffed. It's just chaos. It's glorious chaos, but it's just chaos.
I mean, some heroes just like to create a lot of chaos.
Now
And
I
the
actually
game
want
is
to play
chaos.
like what's it called? When heroes get random spells. That mode, and then you get multicast together with glimpse.
Ability draft.
Yeah, ability draft, multicast, glimpse. That sounds like something cool. RNG on your side in that case, and then you send the entire enemy team back to base.
Yeah, so right now Entity is just trying to delay and wait out the Aegis, which is going to expire in 45 seconds.
Stormstormer almost has Daedalus, so that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a very, very big pickup for them. And he has also the level 20 talent, 40% bonus damage with the tree.
Just needs a shard.
Yeah, I think you should get the shot after this.
They're
trying to smoke out right now. Like, they have to try to make sure that the Naga does not get Doom, you know? They need to just distract, find the Doom.
Oh,
and get a
Catch
combo.
comes out. Kataomi does have a BKB. Whitemon's gonna get jumped. Stormstormer throws his tree volley on nothing. The Doom on himself there by Tomato. Watson is gonna get glimpsed back. Needs help quickly. The wall is on top, but he is in a world of hurt though. Goes for the sprint out of there with the surge, but he gets doomed afterwards. The second Doom has been thrown in. Watson still trying to disengage, but the tree volley, the damage from Stormstormer is immense. Oh, they baited them in. Naga is still alive. Tomato is going to be hunted, and Stormstormer with a gigantic double kill comes into play. They still have a little bit of a fight going on because Bryle is in his Elder Dragon form just lurking about, but that is a turnaround play if I've ever seen one. Bryle's TP got cancelled. He is in the trees trying to stay alive from the hunt from Entity right now. If he gets spotted anywhere on vision, you're going to get charged. So he needs to make sure he slithers all the way back to safety.
Yeah, the Doom, even though he got the Doom on Naga this time, but Tiny was just able to do so much damage in the team fight.
Yeah, and that butterfly as well.
6k yeah, Tiny did 6,000 damage. Like almost more than half of the team's damage in the last fight. You know? So he's definitely starting
Watson's
to be
butterfly
a huge problem.
Really saved him there against the right click damage coming through. And also, you know, it's great to have the Ags on Doom, but it doesn't help if the enemy has Surge. So you Doom yourself to like, haha, I'm going to stay on top of you. Then you Surge the Naga and he just sprints away. It's a bit of a weird combination.
Yeah, they have a very bad initiation there in the last fight. I feel like they need to make sure that they catch the supports now somehow. I feel like they have to kill all the backline heroes, the Mirana, the Darkseid SB, and the Spirit Breaker. All these heroes need to be dealt with. I think the DK, he was like kind of focusing on was it the Mirana or the Spirit Breaker? I can't remember who he was killing behind the enemy lines, and they just got ran over in front.
It
They have to go on the
started
same
with
target.
It started with Stormer using his tree volley on nothing. Like there was a static storm there, but there was no one in it. So that was I was thinking, oh, Entity have lost that fight, then it's already over. But
DD, they have a DD on Tiny now.
it's about half duration. Whitemon getting spotted. Bryle is going to be the target for Stormer, but they're a bit spread on who they're going to attack. Control onto Toby. Gets a BKB pop in time. Tomato charging for Toby.
Look at the damage.
Is going to be taken care of. Bryle on the side's taking a heap of damage from Stormer coming through. Tomato is very low as well. Bryle's going to stay alive. They actually find the Mirana next. And now it's going to be Entity that has to run away.
He got like if he got one more crit with the tree volley, I feel like he would have just killed Tomato. That was so much damage. I mean, this Tiny is definitely a pain, for TSM right now. They have to try to cancel the tree volleys, or at least take fights where there's no trees. Or
Watson is in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have a way out of there.
Does he have buyback? Yes, buyback.
He does have a buyback. But there's a gem lying in Dire's triangle.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Doing nothing. There's actually couriers flying, multiple couriers flying to pick up the gem. And they have the Mirana courier backing up the Darkseer courier. So if one courier dies, they could use the second courier to pick up the gem. Ooh. But the DK's got unobstructed pathing. No! 2 courier snipes!
Can't run away from the dragon.
He did go for the AoE Dragon Tail stun, though.
Yeah,
There's
why
a
not?
3-second stun. Pretty nasty.
Can clear the illusions, I guess. If you get a multi-hero stun, I guess it's still better than the armor.
Also, with the Darkseer wall, like those illusions coming up as well, you can also stun those, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty useful thing to do in the team fights. Deal with the illusions, not just the Naga, but also the Darkseer illusions. But Timado is hunting. Okay.
Omi got that ag, so he's just trying to be a nuisance. Whitemon spots him out, sends him all the way back.
BKB.
Okay, BKB got used. he almost got sent back to, well, next to Ari, right there.
I mean, he would have definitely died there if he didn't pop BKB. The glimpse damage would have just killed him.
Has max damage of what, 300? Yeah, he should have been fine. He's got 2.7 in total. I think he was at like 500.
Oh yeah, he didn't get the damage talent. Sometimes I see people getting the glimpse damage.
Who in their right mind goes for the glimpse damage talent? Oh,
me.
Stormer in trouble. The wall gets placed, but Storm is dropping pretty quickly. Song of the Siren. He doesn't have the shard on Naga though. The healing is not there. They need to disengage. Buyback by Stormer immediately. And looking for more. Toby on the run. The Doom is controlling him. Katomi charging forward, but that's going to be a second dead. Roach's respawn, so they might go back, but look at the tree volley. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. Is it going to be enough? No. Watson is stunned up. The AoE stun does the work. But they now need to be careful. The 2 supports are losing their life on the side of TSM. The control onto Ari. Katomi on the side. He's going to get jumped. Piggy on Tomato. Toby charging forward. Has the vacuum, sends him back, but the AoE Doom comes out. Tree volley though! Stormer does massive amounts of damage in the Roach pit. They go refresher shard to be picked up, and that is again, double buyback needed, but a huge team fight for Entity.
Man, it's another double damage rune. And they have to find a way to make sure that they are not taking fights around trees, so that he can't use his tree volley, or they have to try to cancel his tree volley with the DK stun or the glimpse, or the bushwhack.
Needs to buy a Quelling Blade. Simple. Team fight starts. Cut.
Or maybe just choose fights.
Or pick Timbersaw.
Damn it.
Just pick Timbersaw. Stormstormer's doing so much work this game. Like, Watson is the highest net worth, but...
Yeah, it's 50 minutes, right? We said that during the draft. If the game reaches that point, sure, you know, the tiny is going to be a problem.
Yeah, and he's a big problem. He's going for the Octarine core. So, 3 volley cooldown reduction. He's got the double damage. Does need to be very careful of dying, but look at that damage as well to buildings. You can 3-shot range racks. Don't want to buy back. That's a full set of racks. Bit of damage on the second. They go for the full. I guess you clear up the range racks just to.
No, I mean, it's a fucking tiny DD. He can clear everything.
They'll let the range racks be attacked by illusions. It doesn't regen anyway. So, all of a sudden, Entity in the lead.
The Naga has 42k net worth, but I don't feel like he's the carry right now. I feel like the tiny is the carry.
Yeah, Naga should just buy a Moonshard for...
I mean, that's a good idea. That's actually a good idea. Why not?
What can the Naga still build? Refresher, I guess. Ags.
Refresher is actually nice. So you have double hex, double song.
Ags is also nice. Then you can root up like the Lycan and the Shapeshift. And BKB. And TK, especially TK, because he's really hard to catch. Speaking of which, walking up to Stormstormer, if he dies, that's a problem, but he does have the Aegis available. Static Storm Kinetic Field, BKB is to be used, but there's the Doom. Watson charging forward, has Song of the Siren, is going in. Actually, one support is down, looking for more Ari on the disengage. Nice, Nullifier Hex onto Toby, but the control isn't there. It's actually Stormstormer back alive and kicking. The AoE Doom is a nuisance, making sure he cannot tree volley at all. Song of the Siren comes out, and Stormstormer wants to go back in possibly. And there's a tree volley onto Tomato. The damage is there. The Hex comes out, and the Doom is dead. The Doom has fallen. The rest on the run. Bryle gets the TP back to safety, but they pop the Aegis. However, that second life is a scary prospect.
Doom has buyback, so they should be okay. Right now, Toby doesn't have buyback. Maybe they get a tier 2 for Entity. I'm not sure if they have enough to get the last set of racks.
I mean, Watson really needs to just get shard. At this point in the game, his goal is just use Song of the Siren to keep his tiny alive.
He has shard already.
Oh, he has shard. I'm blind.
Yeah.
Next item's going to be his Moon Shard. Give that to Stormstormer. You know you want to.
Yeah, I mean, he should. Like, seriously, he should.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
He's got the equipped Ags now as well on the Naga. Yeah, there's not much more he can buy. I mean, Refresher. Wait.
Wait, who did he give it?
Give it to Stormstormer!
Nice.
Okay, yep. That's that right there. He knows his win condition.
It's not an easy thing to do as a carry. Understanding when you're no longer the winning condition.
Big boy Tony Stormstormer, he's tapping that Moon Shard, and his next item is going to be Rapira Gaming.
3 volley with Rapia and with a double damage rune. Sounds like a good plan.
On the other side, what do they have? Okay, Bryle's got Mjolnir.
They have to try to get him, you know. I feel like they need to scout him with the either the DK form with the vision or the wolves. They have to find this tiny. Either they have to use at least one of their dooms on the tiny. And this tiny is just too much of a problem.
Tier 6 items are getting closer as well. Sorry, tier 5. There's no 6. Hell, we get a next batch soon, maybe. Oh, that would be weird. What, a 70-minute game? And then you get tier 7 items. The first one to get it wins.
Sounds like a mini game after 60 minutes.
Yeah, just one round of poker or something. All in.
Hey, you know what? What if the game ever goes more than 70 minutes, the game just instantly stops and transitions into just a 5-man against 5-man brawl, and then whoever wins just wins the game?
Oh yeah, like you know, only mid team fight. arena.
Well, yeah, whatever you wherever you want to do it, you can do it in the rush pit or mid lane or wherever.
Roche pit, just pure chaos. No trees in that area, so Tiny is useless at that point.
And then you have to buy iron branches and plant the trees.
That would actually be really funny if you saw one support only iron branches. Timber saw on the opposing team. No. I mean, then you get arena drops and everything. It would be mayhem chaos, and I'd be all for it. Actually, no, I'd find it despicable. Please, God, no. Stormstormer's buyback, by the way, is up in a minute. So that honestly felt like the win condition for TSM right there. Kill Stormstormer without a buyback.
I think he should feed the Spirit Breaker moonshot as well. Spirit Breaker has the plus 25% bash talent. Should give him attack speed. Like the Naga at this point, he's no longer really doing that much in the team
He
fights.
did go for Yashakaya on Spirit Breaker.
He's having a lot of fun.
Just needs, well, he's going Refresh Orb. Oh, no Shadow Blade just yet for the Spirit Breaker or Silver Edge. But he does have Flicker, so extra movement speed.
Refresher up on Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Is that even a thing?
Double BKB, double Planar Pocket. That's also pretty nice. To keep your allies alive. Fishman's going to get caught. There's a bit of a jump coming in. Stormstormer with the damage. He gets one kill, but the control is on the opposing side. And there's no one being doomed at the moment. They use Doom. They use Elder Dragon form. Static Storm has been used as well. And they're just charging in for more. The blood is there. Blows up Ari with a second hit. That's just a pure crit. Thanks to that Divine Rapira Gaming charge for war. Whitemon, that would be a dieback on the Disruptor. He's in a lot of trouble. Is he going to be able to get any backup? Of course not. He's a support. Actually, Tomato wants to go in on Fishman. Spell reflecting that nasty little nullifier. But no more kills on the cores.
He's waiting. Tiny's waiting.
Brell's dropping low. Tiny comes in. There's
here we go.
The tree volley. It doesn't really connect. It's a bit of a whiff coming through. Tomato's BKB is on cooldown. This is his second BKB. He does not have the Refresh Orb anymore.
Okay, time to reset, I guess.
I'm baffled no cores died there.
How did nobody die?
Well, the supports got smacked, but that's not really surprising. I mean, how many deaths? Arya's 12 deaths, Whitemon 14. Yeah, seems about right. Those supports are just paper to these entity cores. Okay, Watson.
They're coming out of their base. Roche can spawn at any time now, so they have to check it. They cannot afford to give entity the Roche. They have to try to make their last stand in the Roche pit. Oh no, they gotta charge their vision. Their vision.
He's gonna get stunned up. Tree volley onto Bryle. The Nether Strike actually pushes him out to the side. Bryle's still alive, but Whitemon is not. A death secured. Bryle is so close to dropping, not going to drop dead just yet. However, Watson can't be controlled at all at this point in the game. Kasane's BKB has ended. Stormstorm jumping in. Avatos, Kasane, can he get out of there? No, the net, the root, the control. Toby charging in for more. He's looking for Tomato, does not have a way to interrupt the TP. And that will be a big kill. No Whitemon. There is a buyback available on Lycan, but he doesn't have Shapeshift for 50 seconds. Then Lycan's just a creep.
I mean, Doom has one Doom in 5 seconds. Which is going to be ready.
2 BKBs available for him. There's going to be a jump onto Stormstormer. Would be a big kill. Song of the Siren, but it is Stormstormer still in trouble. Gets the BKB off. Doom comes out too late there from Tomato. And Stormstormer is dropping low. Does have a buyback available. Stormstormer will finally get taken
Rapier's
down.
on the ground.
Back immediately. The vacuum from Toby comes out. And is there going to be the damage from Watson? He is severely lacking. It's a long sprint back towards the Dyer's base. TSM is turning it around. Tomato is being controlled up here. He cannot get out of harm's way. And it's a triple buyback that will probably turn into a quad buyback because they need to defend Roche and take it for themselves.
Hoodwing has the Rapier, by the way.
Obviously, you know, with he's got Chrysalis now. Make that Daedalus. Does he have double Bushwhack? No, he's not level 25 yet. He's getting close to 2 acorn shot charges. With the extra acorn shot bounces that he has, let's go. Hoodwink, right click core.
I mean, you could see how useless Naga was in the team fight, right? He cannot really do much, you know.
They're in Roche.
No. I mean, this game just keeps on delivering.
Yeah, they're just gonna let go of Roche, it seems. They scan it, the arrow spots it, it actually stuns up Roche, but they're gonna back off and let it go. So that's they're giving a possibly free axe to Disruptor here. And a refresher shard as well.
60 minutes, I can get something as a support, you know.
He's got an Ags and refresh. Like that is that's really scary now that Whitemon has Ags.
and he's gonna have his level 20 talent when you have the kinetic field duration. Oh, the combo is actually imba, so imba.
This is all of a sudden TSM back in a position where they can win.
I mean, it's their win condition right now. I feel like the Disruptor double ulti is gonna be the win condition. If they can somehow trap the Tiny and the Naga, or at least one of the cores inside the Static Storm with the kinetic field, they are gonna win the team fights.
They've got 4 AoE Dooms pretty much in the team fight now on TSM. It's pretty big. So if Whitemon dies, that would be sad.
Whitemon!
Bryle going in. They do get caught. Katomi popped the BKB prior. Tomato uses first move there. Whitemon with the refresher coming out, charging for more. Watson, who's going to get control. Whitemon actually needs to be careful. This does get procced, and there's the control onto Watson, but Katomi charging in for more. He's got that refresher, gets the control, going for Ari, knows he has the rapier, needs to take care of it on the back end, but now Katomi is the one being taken down instead, and the rest of the team is trying to run away in the Roach Pit. Tomato,
oh, they got him.
He's got the Aegis. They actually cancel the Song of the Siren, it seems. He's gonna get hexed up. Are they gonna chase for more? There's not a lot of trees in the area for Stormstormer to deal with, but the Aegis is gonna get popped. Charge onto Kasane for the backline where Watson is charging him out, and there's Katomi back in action, going in for the Lycan. Kasane gonna get out. The bash is there. Katomi with the extra bash chances, and that is gonna be a dead Lycan. A dieback comes in. That's the first one in this entire shenanigan of 50 million buybacks.
I mean, the fight is still not over. TSM want to go back in.
Oh, they gotta be careful.
They have vision.
Onto Katomi, that would be a dieback if he falters.
Look at that rapier! Look at that rapier!
It's tons of damage, that indeed. But now there is Stormstormer. Tree Volley comes out there. It's gonna get stunned up. The AoE stun comes out. It's doing so much work for the DK. They cannot move. Toby on the run doesn't have his wall of replica just yet. And there's the Static Storm kinetic field to Doom onto Watson. Does have a buyback, if I'm not mistaken. He should be the only one, but the Avatars from Stormstormer did a bunch of work. It's not enough though. Watson going for the TP out. Does he get the TP away? Yes, he does. No stun, no control. And Watson's not dead. He has a buyback left. Let's see who actually all has a buyback left. It is Watson, the only one in the game right now with a buyback.
They have to try to run down these lanes, try to get at least something done here, TSM. Doom is still farming Ancients. Okay, he doesn't want to push.
62 minutes. Anyone have any?
Oh yes, a Giant's Ring.
Apex.
They're getting the new items.
Yeah. Okay, getting some nice ones. Book of the Dead. That one's kind of cool for like split pushing shenanigans. Force Boots on Entity.
6,000 HP on the Dragon Knight. Holy shit.
That's a big boy. Doom's got 5k. Lycan's got 4.6. Oh, he still has to respawn with the extra 30 strength on the Lycan, so he's probably at 5k as well. They can't really defend this. Radiant, Ex Machina, and Force Boots. It's going to be full megas. Seems likely without Stormstormer available.
I mean, that should be megas, right? I guess megas.
Oh, Watson charging forward to say hi. Pops the BKB preemptively. Doesn't have Song of the Siren.
Megas doesn't feel like anything right now.
Yeah, not really against the Naga Tiny.
The Dire now have Mega Creeps.
I mean, the game is definitely not over for sure.
Next Roche, maybe? It depends really on what the last neutral
they need to
items
just they need to rebuy the rapier on Tiny.
are. Oh, Kataomi. There's going to be a lot of damage. Kataomi gets himself back though. First Doom has been used. They're trying to find some damage in. You need to get a good tree volley here for Somson, but he keeps getting interrupted by Bryle.
No. He needs to get his rapier. He just needs to buy his rapier. Buy another rapier.
He's heading towards the secret shop right now. Kataomi charging forward. Pops a second BKB. Wants another
Oh, they found the
strike.
Tiny!
So, Tiny does have a rapier. Tree volley comes in. That's a lot of damage. Tomato is going to die. Dieback comes out on
Oh,
Tomato.
he's no buyback.
Kataomi in response as well. Also in trouble. Kasane is trying to deal some damage to Stormstormer. Do they have any control? Yes, they do, because Watson's got the Ags. He's got the root. He's got the control. That's 2 dead. No buybacks on either. How far are they for their buybacks to come up? A minute on both.
Is this game? Can they just run down mid and end the game? I mean, they should be able to buy the rapier and run down mid, end the game.
Oh, they have the rapier already. You mean a second one?
Did he buy this, or he got the? Oh yeah,
he bought the rapier
bought it.
before the fight. Like the moment he got jumped, he bought the rapier, and then tree volleyed the Doom in like 3 seconds to death. Toby doesn't have Ags yet. I missed the normal punch. Where's the normal punch?
Punch the DK, yeah?
Yeah, just punch the DK. It's a nice stun. I like it at least. And of course the illusion's pretty nasty. I guess it's not like a TB or anything, but
the game is just gonna be over. I don't think they can hold it. What can they do? They have to try to. Okay, maybe they have to try to cut the
lanes
waves.
are shoved out. A minute left until buybacks are available.
No, if they can cut the wave, okay, I know how can they survive this. They have to try to go out on a DK, hide in the tree, and cut the wave. If the wave doesn't come to the base, then they can survive.
Yeah. DK illusions can cut the wave pretty quickly. I don't think you want to send Ari to do that because he's got the rapier still.
He wants to use his Akon shot. Alright, come on, bro. Let's go. Hide in the trees. Cut the wave.
And then hope to God that you don't ever get spotted. Luckily, Kataomi is dead, so they don't have to deal with the charge from downtown. Honestly, if this game, like, no matter who wins, I would not have a freaking clue who gets MVP. I guess Stormstormer on the side of Entity. He's also got Giant's Ring. Look at how big he is. Look at how big that quote-unquote tiny is. His tree is bigger than
the irony.
Naga.
He's called tiny.
Oh my lord. The buildings are dropping. They're just finishing it up right now. There's going to be the control.
Oh, he's dying.
He's dropping low, but the Song of the Song comes out.
The song is not keeping him alive.
Damage? Song for more. There's a buyback coming out from the Lycan. That means the Doom's buyback is up in 15 seconds. Stormstormer getting controlled up. They're trying to finish it off. Watson doesn't have a song. And now there is no Tiny. No, what's happening to the side of Entity? They need to disengage. They hold.
Oh, no,
Wild does too much. And Toby is trying to disengage. Can he get out of there? No, he cannot. Nullifier, bushwhack, glimpse back. Toby controlled. They do have buybacks available on the side of Entity again. But that's Rapier number 2.
Darkseer doesn't have buyback. They have the numbers advantage for sure. Doom is alive in 15 seconds. He's gonna just boost a travel to the fight. And this should be it. I can't see how Entity holds this. I mean, I don't know how TSM held that, but I don't see how Entity can hold this. They don't have enough for Rapier on the Tiny. The Tiny without Rapier just doesn't do enough damage with the 3 volleys. Oh, Fishman, he's trying to cut the wave. No, he's getting Bounty Runes? How much gold he needs? Oh, he has buyback now. Bounty Rune.
That's some good team play right there. Okay, now they have a 5-on-5 fight. Granted, they're up against 2 Rapiers. And Hoodwink even has the Stygian Desolator with a Daedalus. So, all of a sudden, Hoodwink is
Oh,
very
Fishman.
bad.
They have vision of Fishman.
No, Mirana. Oh,
Oh, no detection?
Oh!
No detection!
Doom
No
used?
detection!
What?
Dire are scanning.
They scan it. Fishman, he's still Mirana invis up, walking opposite direction. He's got a TP available. Oh, Lord.
How is the game still going on?
Oh, Fishman, what did you do? No, why did you? Oh,
What? Why did he arrow?
the arrow. Tomato saw the arrow, and then with, of course, the Giant's Ring has that unobstructed pathing. Oh, Fishman, you did so well.
Radiant's turret has been killed. Radiant's
I mean, like,
turret
okay, so now what? The game is gonna go on.
Tiny
Everybody-
didn't-
Nobody.
Tiny didn't buy back. So he's a bit away from a rapier.
I
But
mean,
the
he
courier's
already fed
dead.
he already fed 2 rapiers to the enemy team, you know. Hey, I'm sure he can't feed another one.
I mean, who would pick up the rapier? Disruptor?
DK has the rapier.
Yeah, but he also doesn't have a Manta or MKB because of the rapier.
The MKB might actually do more damage than the rapier now. Against the Naga. But if you're killing buildings, you want the rapier.
Next Roche, a minute 30. Tiny needs to get towards the secret shop to get another rapier. Which is a problem. This is a very big problem.
Yeah, DK has Mirror Shield instead of the Apex now.
I mean,
so
Mirror
he has
Shield
that
is so good.
reflect. Yeah.
They still don't have all neutral items on the side of Entity. And TSM even have an Apex just doing nothing.
Should just buy Midas and go Midas so you get the neutral items. That happened in one of our games in SEA during DPC. They were stuck in a base, so they couldn't go up to get the neutral items, so somebody just bought a Midas to get the neutral items.
I mean, currently Naga's got money for days anyway. He's got 12k and like he doesn't use it because he already used buyback. Honestly, he doesn't have refresher yet, which is surprising on the Naga. I mean, he has Ex Machina, I guess. But having the second Song of the Siren in team fights, I think does a lot for your team.
Yeah, he needs to heal, repair the Doom damage. I feel like he needs to keep the Naga, the Tiny alive. The Naga literally needs to keep the Tiny alive. Like, no kappa. If the Tiny dies, they just lose.
I'm trying to think. So, you can still backdoor right with a double song play. I think you can still hit buildings. So that could also be a way out. Tiny with the rapier, you double song in the enemy's base and you just destroy the ancient. A Hail Mary play.
Can they do that through backdoor? You think they have enough damage? They should, right?
Tiny, yeah, with Tiny, another DD by the way in the river. Possibly, yes.
Sean has fallen to the dire.
Aegis on the hoodwink. Oh, that's
Alright, the
hilarious.
Hooving has Daedalus, by the way.
Yeah, he's got Daedalus Stygian, Divine Rapier, Aghanim Scepter. Like, this is a stacked up hoodwink. He's got more net worth than Stormstormer. Granted, Stormstormer has given away about 12k of net worth this game.
Okay, he's going to run out and buy the rapier. I think he just needs to buy the rapier. He's smoking out to buy the rapier. Is he gonna see the DD? Oh, he sees the DD. Oh, okay, they might actually defend. Oh, what the hell? They might actually win the fight because of this.
He might get himself some neutral items on the way. I mean, there are ancients right there. He can give you what you
Buy
want.
the rapier. Just buy the rapier. Come on.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, Apex. Okay. Another neutral item. They're trying to get a catch inside
He has
the
to-
entity
he has to
base,
go
by
home.
the way. Katomi is going to be jumped. He does have a buyback available. Song of the Siren not going to keep him alive. That second life is there. They do need to be a little bit careful because the Ancient can
Tree
drop
volley.
quickly.
Incoming.
Drag back onto Brawl. He's going to get nuked down. Brawl is dropping dead. Brawl has fallen. vacuum them all back as well. Looking for more. Tomato's going to get rooted up, but still had a BKB.
Look at the illusions!
They're trying to run away. The illusions are gigantic. They've got the Giant's Ring as well, chasing after the opponents. Another strike comes forward. Tomato's going to get control. Tree Volley comes through. Another kill. Brile brought back during that. And now everyone on TSM needs to run away. Actually, it's going to be the catch on to Ari. That would be a rapier on deck. He's got the Aegis as well. Stormstormer gets the control going, and the Hoodwink is in trouble.
They need to save him.
How can you save him at this point? They will get the control onto Katomi. Katomi does not have a buyback. He will be down for the count. But they find Ari. Another rapier in the hands of the Radiant if they want to. Watson needs to get himself out of there. Does he get himself going? Stormstormer is going to jump onto Whitemon, but the Invis, the Glimmer, keeps Whitemon going. Stormstormer needs to be careful.
Oh, they found Tiny.
Not another rapier drop. He's trying to tree volley, but no one is close enough, and Stormstormer is dead. Does buy back.
Right. Ari gets the rapier again. Oh no, okay, Brawl gets the
Kasane
rapier.
going in. Marana, dead. The two supports of Entity will not be coming back. There's going to be the jump in. AoE Static Storm Kinetic Field. That's the level 25 challenge. It's massive. They cannot respond. Toby, last one standing, last one falling, and that is it. TSM take game number 1. 73 minutes is what we needed. And
man,
the entire game, no idea who was going to win.
Yeah, you're like telling me I'm